Pokémon Legends ZA drops very soon, and with it comes a return of the Mega Evolution feature. Many new Megas have been announced since the game's reveal, so today on Game Rant, we're going over the lore of all the ones we know so far. But first, what exactly is Mega Evolution? Introduced in Pokemon X and Y, it is a temporary evolution that greatly strengthens the Pokemon, and of course, changes their look. It can be done once in a battle and happens right before making your move. Only certain Pokemon have these forms, and they can only be achieved if said Pokemon is holding their specific Megastone, while their trainer is holding a Keystone. Now this sounds great. Who wouldn't want to give their Pokemon a cool boost like this? Well, for many Pokemon, that all changes when you read into how they Mega Evolve. Because this process gives a sudden burst of strength that a Pokemon wouldn't normally have, the transformation sequence, as well as the form itself, may come with a few drawbacks. For example, when Magikarp evolves into Gyarados, the energy from the process stimulates its brain cells, making it become more ferocious. However, when Gyarados Mega Evolves, the stress affects its brain even more, and turns the creature into a force that only cares for destruction. It'll only listen to a trainer that it can deeply trust. This isn't as bad as Mega Sharpedo though, as its Mega Evolution causes energy to rush through its old battle scars, leaving it in severe pain. So Mega Evolution is a powerful tool, but it can also be a double-edged sword. With that being said, let's check out the most recent Mega Evolutions to see if they match that vibe. Let's start with Mega Dragonite. Though many complain about its design, this Mega is actually one of the nice ones when it comes to how it changes the Pokemon. Mega Dragonite gains wings on its head and a pearl on its tail, similar to Dragonair. The wings on its head act as feelers and give its flying speed a huge boost. Mega Evolution also surprisingly maxes out Dragonite's kind nature. It sees ending Pokemon battles quickly as an act of kindness to the opponent, and tends to launch powerful attacks with a smile. That last part is a little morbid when you think about it, but hey, at least it's trying to be nice. When it comes to its comrades, it will stop at nothing to rush to their aid if they're in trouble, even if it means leaving an intense battle. This, along with the many wings, makes me feel like Mega Dragonite was partially inspired by the Greek god Hermes. I mean, he was also known for having wings on his helmet, and he was considered the protector of human heralds, which matches Dragonite's protective personality. So all in all, this Pokemon is basically a bro for life. A bro who smiles at their victims while they're getting destroyed, but a bro nonetheless. Moving on, the next Mega might just be my favorite out of the newly revealed bunch. It's Mega Hawlucha. I've always been a fan of the Lucha Libre theme behind Hawlucha, and its type, flying and fighting, is pretty unique. However, in my experience, the Pokemon has always been pretty frail. Well, that all changes with this Mega Evolution. The transformation boosts its muscles, allowing it to literally flex its own strength while taking hits from the opponent. When the time is right, it retaliates by flinching them, then finishing them off with its signature attack, Flying Press. This is perfect for a Pokemon like Hawlucha, as it tends to showcase its flashy moves in the middle of battle. With this higher defense, it can now emote with confidence. It makes you wonder if its new ability will be related to this, or if it'll just have a higher than normal defense stat. Now let's move on to Mega Malamar. Possibly the most interesting out of the newcomers. The design heightens the upside-down squid-like appearance Malamar had before. The evolution enlarges its brain, greatly boosting its psychic powers. This gives it a special glow that amplifies its already extremely dangerous hypnotic abilities. Apparently, it can freely rewrite the personality and memories of others, making this a Pokemon that would be a huge problem in the wrong hands. However, it turns out, even its trainer isn't safe around it. Mega Malamar likes a battle with efficiency, so if its partner makes a bad call, it may respond by hypnotizing them instead of following the order. So while this Mega Evolution doesn't really cause harm to the Pokemon, it is very risky to use regardless. Next up, we have Mega Victreebel. Now Victreebel, based on the pitcher plant, is said to attract prey with a sweet aroma that comes from its body. However, this smell actually comes from the acid it holds in its stomach. Any Pokemon unlucky enough to fall for the trap is swallowed whole and melted thanks to the acid. When Victreebel Mega evolves, it gains so much acid that it has to use its vine to wrap its throat shut. As a result, it must adopt a more aggressive hunting style when searching for prey. The poor thing can't even hunt the same. However, there are some positives to all this. Its bigger body can deal some devastating blows. Additionally, its acid becomes much stronger. Not only can it melt material as strong as steel, but its aroma is capable of making opponents dizzy. This makes it even easier to deal crazy damage. So overall, Mega Victreebel does have some negatives to deal with, but it finds a way to make them work. Now let's move to the new starter Mega Evolutions, beginning with Mega Chesnaught. This evolution really takes advantage of Chesnaught's inherent armor. Thanks to its enhanced defenses, it feels confident enough to take any attack. Along with that, it has a whole new weapon now. Its shoulder pads can transform into an axe-like weapon that it can use for devastating attacks. So Mega Evolution gave our boy Chesnaught a boost in defense and attack. As for Mega Delphox, its physical appearance doesn't change much, but its abilities sure do. Thanks to the boost in its psychic powers, it gains control of 2 more branches while riding one giant branch like a broomstick. It's then able to combine its fire with theirs to land even stronger fire attacks. As for the final starter, we have Mega Greninja. The power of its Mega Stone gives it so much confidence that it abandons one of the most basic principles of being a ninja, staying hidden. Using its enhanced reflexes, it now baits its opponent, then strikes so swiftly that it still attacks first. Even its giant water shuriken is a distraction. It is formed from a gel-like substance that is secreted from its body. Mega Greninja uses it to catch opponents off guard with its mesmerizing appearance. Then it'll trap its enemy with its tongue for an easy attack. And last on our list of Mega Evolutions are the newly revealed Mega Raichu X and Y. These can only be obtained through the Mega Dimension DLC. Both these forms gain extreme boosts in their electric powers, but use these boosts in different ways. Mega Raichu X can float thanks to the electromagnetic force emanating from its tails. It also stores electric energy within its fat to build on its defenses. When it comes to how it attacks, it's able to store energy in its fists. By flying at high speeds, it can deliver blows that can take down even the toughest of Pokemon. As for Mega Raichu Y, it got a boost in how much electric energy it can store in its cheeks. Using this boost, it can send out powerful electric blasts that can end battles instantaneously. Because of this, it tends to abandon tactical maneuvers for more straightforward battle plans. Now, while these forms are already interesting individually, they become a lot cooler when you look at them together. The design choice seems similar to how the team went about Mega Mewtwo X and Y. Mega Mewtwo Y was a special attack demon who resembled Mew, while Mega Mewtwo X was a physical attack monster that resembled Mewtwo. Here, Mega Raichu X seems to prefer physical attack moves since it uses its fist for attacks. Along with that, it heavily resembles Raichu. Inversely, Mega Raichu Y resembles Pikachu, and definitely looks like it'll be a speedy special attacker. I think it's a cool touch, and makes me even more excited to get into the Mega Dimension DLC. However, if I'm being honest, Mega Raichu X is the form I plan to go for. The idea of it flying to punch its opponents is just so cool. It reminds me of how Pikachu fought in Pokémon Tournament. But that's all we know about the new Mega Evolutions in Pokémon Legends ZA. Overall, it's nice to see the majority of them aren't as bad as some of the past ones. Outside of Mega Victreebel, each evolution is largely positive. But will you be getting Legends ZA? Let us know which new Mega is your favorite in the comments below. Until next time, thanks for watching, and happy gaming.